We're gonna need a volunteer.
This is your first time on stage?
Yes.
You're an incredible human being and a credit to your race.
Last night, when you put me inside that Chinese box.
British-born Deadwood star Ian Mcshane plays a journalist in Woody Allen's Scoop who comes to a horrific end when he's poisoned for having the inside skinny on the tarot card killer stalking the women of London. Ian talks about who the inspiration was for his reporter, Joe Stromble.
The character, I sort of half didn't base it on, but remembered a dear old friend of mine who was Ross Benson, who was a reporter did everything from beauty pageants to films to wars all over the place, who was married to a good friend of mine, who sadly died a year and a half ago, with a touch of Christopher Hitchens thrown in, I always thought, the British hack that you employ in America,
Growing up in a town where tabloids are king, Ian discusses the differences between American and British journalism.
I think American journalism's been a bit emasculated in the last few years. Fleet Street journalism is, well, the ones that get out there, like Robert Fisk of the Independent, whatever, real investigative journalists who live there. English journalism, for all its, we have, how many national papers do we have? 8? You can still read some, there's still a combination of opinions there, whereas this country seems to become more homogenized. It'll all shake round again, eventually when the administration changes and you get more respect for journalism going on.
Ian says he prefers the written word over watching the evening news because in television there's too much room for interpretation.
I think in this country there's been too much on television journalism, now it goes down to print journalism. Print journalism isn't the standard. People get that. No, I don't know, but I never watch television news. I get my news from papers, so I always respect the written word rather than the assumed word, coming from this box that can spit out anything, and you have to disseminate it from what your own personal opinion is or your own gut instinct is. So it'll all change around again.
Scoop opens today in theaters nationwide.
Very sorry for the extreme secrecy. Who knows what kind of sordid life this guy has?
Have you completely lost your mind? What are you putting in your Metamucil?